Chapter 1: A Puzzling Paradox. Amidst the uncharted expanse of the Apleophorus Ocean, our journey continued to unravel strange mysteries. The peculiar island, devoid of conventional inhabitants, beckoned us further into the unknown. Little did we realize that this would be the start of a great adventure-filled journey. Chapter 2: Bizarre Encounters. As we ventured deeper into the enigmatic isle, we encountered the cockroach people once again. Armed with their peculiar weapons and venomous intent, they continued to pose a great threat. It was during this surreal encounter that we realized their peculiar fondness for collecting yarn. Chapter 3: Yarn of Destiny. Under the cover of darkness, we embarked on a midnight pursuit of the cockroach people's mysterious obsession with yarn. What could possibly drive them to collect such an unusual commodity? To our astonishment, we discovered a hidden stash of yarn within their lair, enough to knit a kingdom of peculiar clothing. Chapter 4: Tangled Pursuits. Our pursuit of yarn, wrapped in a web of danger and intrigue, led us deeper into the cockroach people's society. They used their yarn to craft intricate traps and mechanisms, leaving us entangled in a perilous predicament. As we struggled to unravel the mysteries of their obsession, we couldn't help but chuckle at the absurdity of it all. Chapter 5: Bomb's End. In the midst of our daring escapade, a sudden explosion rocked the ground behind us. The deafening boom sent shockwaves of panic through our hearts as we scrambled in all directions, desperately seeking safety. Smoke billowed ominously, obscuring our vision as we sprinted away from the epicenter of the blast. Chaos reigned, and the world around us seemed to blur into a nightmarish whirlwind of uncertainty. But despite the perilous situation, we persevered, determined to find an escape route. Running blindly through the chaos, we were guided by instinct alone, not knowing where we were headed. And then, as if by some miraculous twist of fate, we stumbled upon a narrow passageway leading us to the outside world. Gasping for breath and covered in soot, we emerged from the chaos, our hearts pounding with relief. The bombs may have exploded behind us, but we had made it to safety. Our adventure continued, marked by unexpected twists and turns, and we were ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead. Chapter 6: A Breather by the Seashore. With great relief, we emerged from the labyrinthine yarn traps and found ourselves safely outside the cockroach people's domain. The distant echoes of chaos and confusion still reverberated in our ears, but we were no longer entangled in their perilous predicaments. We regrouped by the seashore, the gentle waves offering a soothing contrast to the chaos we had just escaped. Our boat awaited us, ready to ferry us away from this peculiar island, where each twist and turn had been filled with the unexpected. We exchanged glances of gratitude and relief, knowing that we had survived an extraordinary expedition that had unraveled strange mysteries and brought us face to face with the enigmatic cockroach people. Our journey was far from over, and as we set sail towards the horizon, we couldn't help but wonder what new adventures and mysteries awaited us on the next leg of our extraordinary journey. Chapter 7: The Karalalalalalokukla Encounter. Several days had passed since the explosion within the labyrinthine realm of the cockroach people. Our expedition continued, fueled by curiosity and determination, navigating the mysterious island with an ever-increasing sense of urgency. However, just as we thought we had begun to understand the peculiarities of this place, another surprise awaited us. One fateful morning, as we sailed across the tumultuous waters of the Apleophorus Ocean, a monstrous creature of unimaginable proportions emerged from the depths. The behemoth, a creature whose name we struggled to pronounce, rose menacingly from the churning waves, its grotesque form casting a long shadow over our vessel. Panic and astonishment gripped our crew as we beheld this monstrous apparition. But we were not without means to defend ourselves. Our ship was armed with formidable cannons, ready to unleash their thunderous might upon any threat. With swift coordination, we targeted the monstrous intruder and unleashed a barrage of cannon fire. The deafening explosions echoed across the ocean as our shots found their mark, inflicting devastating damage upon the colossal creature. Yet, it did not yield easily. With a thunderous roar that shook the very timbers of our ship, the creature retaliated, threatening to capsize us. Desperation fueled our actions. We turned to our stores of poison, a curious concoction we had acquired during our expedition. With trembling hands, we coated our remaining cannonballs with the deadly toxin, and once again, we unleashed our fury upon the creature. This time, our efforts bore fruit. The poison projectiles struck true, finding their way into the creature's gaping maw and piercing its malevolent eyes. A symphony of death and destruction unfolded before us as the monstrous foe convulsed in agony, thrashing wildly before finally succumbing to its doom. As the creature's lifeless form sank back into the depths from whence it came, we shared a collective sigh of relief. We had vanquished the unpronounceable menace, and in the process, bestowed upon it a fitting name, the Karalalalokokokla thing, a creature whose enigma was matched only by the challenge of saying its name. Chapter 8, Pee-Pee-Poo-Poo Pandemonium. After destroying the monster, we set sail for a new and mysterious island known as Lamakamikakamo. The moon hung high in the midnight sky as we embarked on our quest for more hidden riches. Little did we know that our adventure would take an unexpected and bizarre twist. As the clock struck midnight, we found ourselves surrounded by a most peculiar sight, the Pee-Pee-Poo-Poo people. Armed with their unconventional weapons of poop and pee, they unleashed a relentless barrage of stinky attacks upon us. We sprinted for dear life, trying to evade their foul projectiles, but it seemed impossible to escape the Pee-Pee-Poo-Poo people's relentless assault. Desperation led us to dig a hasty hole, burrowing our way to another island in our frantic bid to escape the relentless onslaught of the Pee-Pee-Poo-Poo people. Chapter 9, The Curious Case of the Mr.JIPJIPLE. We found ourselves in an underground passage that interconnected this strange and bewildering island. Our quest now shifted towards locating the elusive treasure known as the Mr.JIPJIPLE. In the dimly lit cave, we stumbled upon a species of creatures that defied description, so we affectionately dubbed them Thidantmum, as their speech resembled gibberish to our ears. As we hurried through the winding tunnels, the Thidantmum hot on our heels, we knew we had to find the missing Mr.JIPJIPLE before it was too late. With sword in hand, I made a daring stand against the Thidantmum, swiftly dispatching each one with a mighty blow. The once pursuing Thidantmum now lay still, defeated, at our feet. Examining the treasure map once more, I discerned the precise location of the missing Mr.JIPJIPLE. 3 days of relentless searching brought me to a most unexpected discovery. What I initially mistook for a half-eaten donut turned out to be a new USB stick, concealed in the sandy ground beneath my feet. And there, in the most peculiar twist of all, we realized that our quest for treasure had led us to the unlikeliest of rewards, an invaluable digital treasure, ready to unlock new adventures and mysteries. With our heads held high and a newfound appreciation for the absurdities of our journey, we set sail for the next horizon, eager to embrace whatever strange and wondrous challenges awaited us.